If corporations have the same legal status as a person, do they suffer the same ailments and breakdowns? There's little doubt that businesses and their people can show many of the same long-term stress responses as an individual. Bankruptcies, mergers, legal problems, employee fraud, all of these shake the company culture, but they also shake up the people at the company who make up that culture. They become depressed, cautious, angry, fatalistic, cynical, suspicious, and any number of human pathologies. What about members of the board? Again, these are people, and company traumas affect them in troubling ways. If you ask a boardroom veteran about peak experiences in their board careers, they most often remember a time when troubles hit at the company. The CEO left suddenly, whether jumped or pushed out. There was a major product or company scandal with terrible headlines. There were investigations, liability, possibly deaths or injuries of employees or customers. Even a surprise accounting statement left company leadership and the board looking like fools at best or crooks at worst. Now, the nature of an outside director's role means these traumas usually take them by surprise. They convene as a group just a few times yearly, with limited focus on the company, its people, and its status among stakeholders. They often know the other board members vaguely, and top executives only as occasional information sources. Now, directors overall take their board responsibilities seriously, but they're still part-time amateurs in dealing with the company and its responsibilities. But then suddenly the crisis strikes. It's like in one of those 70s all-star disaster movies. This group of casual acquaintances suddenly has to band together to battle their way out of a desperate situation. Board work goes from hours a month to hours per day. And they have to make harsh choices with real-world consequences, often on the spot. This group of amateurs has to turn pro immediately, and the board and each of its members finds out just what they're really made of. Then, after you've sacked the CEO, laid off hundreds of people, agreed to give the prosecutor whatever he wants, the trauma sits in. Directors become stressed, distrustful, edgy, often disengaged. Corporate governance goes from being a nice career capper to a nightmare you can't forget. And post-boardroom stress syndrome suddenly becomes a reality. I'm Ralph Ward from the Boardroom for May.